Yes, it's a 5:41 p.m. Today is June 7th, 2022. Today is Tuesday, and price reversed on it. Reversed on me actually today. So okay, so let's. But that was the plan anyway. Half of it, like 20% probability. So, but let's talk about this, right? So overall, mid-term sellers are still in control. Short-term buyers are getting weak. Price was opening up at the lower end of the key area. So only two things could be possible at that point. Either opening breakdown right of the open and trend down day, or that was 80% probability based on the yesterday's price action overnight. 20% probability was right of the open at the lower end, you buy and you just target the top of the balance, which is 64, this area. So basically trend day up, right? So but there is only 20% probability. It's a high reward, less risk opportunity based on the risk reward perspective, but based on the bias, levels, everything else, it's a poor setup, okay, with 20% probability. Now shorting of the open is a high risk, high reward possibility, 80% probability, but in terms of location, it's a poor location. Okay, that is what we discuss in this code today. So assume this is like a casino, right? So in casino you have to bet, right? So you are betting on either side. Outcome nobody knows, right? So you have to bet on it. So based on I usually go with the probability, then somewhat risk reward, but probability is the first thing that I consider, and then risk reward, right? So if there is a lower probability, only 20%, I usually don't take a long unless there is a bias supporting that idea. Then I go with 20%. Otherwise I don't. Okay. So based on whatever I just discussed, right? So you have to keep that in mind. We already discussed this in Discord, right? So there is no surprise here that hey, price instead of going down, it went higher. Why and what, right? We know already that there was a 20% probability that price can go right of the open higher and higher, right? So there is no surprise for price to go higher, or after price goes higher, like we cannot say, wow, we already know these things. It may happen, 20% probability was there, right? It's just we got it proven wrong today, that is how you have to look at it, right? So I'm not going to change my process just based on the one day outcome, right? I usually don't have a losses in a row, right? Usually in a year, maybe 10 times I have a losses, but those losses are valid losses. I follow the process, I got the loss, fine. Next day, the process will give back all the money, it's gone today, right? So that's how you have to assume, right? Because I can see some questions in Discord that maybe I should not be focused on overnight price action, or I should ignore price action, right? You should never ignore the price action just based on one outcome. You have to follow the process. If your process is, let's say, wrong all the time, right, then you change it. But 1 or 2 days or 3 days, you don't change the process. You have to follow the same process, same reading thing, everything, right? And then over the year, you have to see collective results after 1 year, that hey, following the process makes sense, or we need to make a change, something like that. Okay, so now that thing is out of the way. Yes, last entire week range is garbage range. We need price to go above or below the range, right? So the range is 67.69 to 4,072 basically, right? So these are the levels in between, right? And key areas for today, and then price may make a move from one of these areas, may produce a trend day today, right? So trend day, I use word trend day, right? I didn't say up or down. We are looking at 100 plus point move in ES. Notes are in the chart itself, so no need to write a story. If price goes below 4,096, we want to see it staying below. Price coming above, ping pong with some buyers again trying. See that? And the same thing we discuss in Discord. In Discord I give you two levels, 96 and 0810. And of the open, what I said is below 96 and this I will not go long. Above this, I will consider going long. Same thing for NQ. I said above this, I will consider going long. Below this, I will not go long, regardless, right? So based on this, an NQ can move 400 plus or minus point move, right? So now if you remember this level, 573, 4108, right, and 96, correct? Now Russell, you can read through these things, right? Above all, buyers, below all, focus on shorts. Dow, same thing. Crude, I did not get a chance to look at it, so I'm not going to discuss crude, right? So now you remember this area, and dream numbers are powerful, 493, 533, right? So with that, we can go here, right? So now these are the notes I gave it to members in the morning, right? So now you can see, sorry guys, some background noise. My in-laws are here, so they were talking. But anyway, so 573, 550. See this area, right? Above, I would consider long. Okay. Below, only shorts allowed, right? So this is the area. So I'm gonna highlight it, right? So at least you know. So you need to know all this picture, right? So sticking with shorts, say I took 1, 2, 3 shorts, right? And all of them worked out except this one. Actually, this one also worked in my favor for few points, right? Not few points, at least 30, 40 points, right? Then it reversed, right? So fine, I got stop out here, right? And then here also it worked in my favor, but then stopped out. Fine, I did not quit shorting it because I know below this sellers still have a control. So I took this short. This time I got more points, right? So at here in Discord, I said I have a choice here to recover these 2 losses and make some money here, right? So, and I can call it a day off with the recover money, and then break even basically by taking a profit for these shorts here. And I knew at that point there might be a buyers here who can buy it and take it higher, right? And I also know that it could be possible that after ping pong, price may crack down and I have a larger reward, right? So all these trades, I took it because of trend out day possibility at the morning, because I was favoring shorts here up to this point, right? So that's why I did not cut it. I got stop loss here also, around 600. I had but anyway, I stopped trading right here. At this point, at the decision time, I say, you know what? I don't want to going through this pain of sitting all this back and forth. I rather put a fixed stop loss and a target way lower. And if I get stopped out, fine. I will close the day with the 3 stop losses. I will not try to recover, right? That's all I do. I do not trade consistently. Let's say after 10 o'clock or 10:30. And my day is over. If morning cannot give me a profit, fine. I'm not in the business of recovering. I will trade tomorrow. So that was the idea. So I left it right here. And then when I came back, I got the alert actually, not came back, but I got the alert that I got stopped out, right? But at that point, while even sitting on my mobile, right, watching in my mobile, or after the alert, I knew that if I get stopped out, which is exactly this point, 600, exactly at this point. I know in the alert, the moment I got the alert, I know, that now it's a trend day up, pretty much, because now we know, based on the pre-market notes and everything we discuss in Discord, about these levels, you may consider going long, right? Either you go with the flow or wait for a pullback if you get lucky. In this case, you got lucky here, right here. See, this area is the key, right? Look at this, bigger bounce from here, rejection. Then buyer stepped in, took the sellers out. This is the good area to go long, just relying on these buyers, because now price went through all these things, right? So it is gonna go higher, at least up to this point, somewhere. So, and then look at this, right? So that's the long. If you are trading it, you can take this long, and if whatever the losses you have here, you can recover it, right? So it's a level, pretty much, It's unlikely that now price is gonna go down after going this much up, because everybody got trapped here. Price is not gonna go down today. Tomorrow it may go down, but not today, So that's how you have to trade, You can recover if you want to, So by following the same process, see, again, it's the same process which allowed you to take shorts, and it's the same process which give you also long also. It's up to you whether you push the button here or not. whether you want to sit through all this thing and wait for the opportunity, right? So same thing here also, we discuss in Discord, right? 96, which is this area, right? And then this area, about this buyers could be in control, right? We discuss all this thing. So when NQ went about this, ES went about this, both were confirming buyers. So you either go with the flow to the long side or take this pullback here, and that's it, So and we discuss all this thing before I left here. Here we know all these things. Here 92. Actually, this one was later on long with this one, but here, see this circle here also we discussed that it has to stay below 95 to 07, this area, and if it does not, then forget it. It's not gonna go down. That is what I said, I think, to JJ in Discord, right? He said, I think one of the members, he said 4050. I said, right here I said, if it stays below 96.07, you are looking at 4050 or below. If it does not, forget it. That means you forget it. It's not gonna go there. So you go long here. Simple. So, but in the morning, those were the shorts here. See, these were the shorts right here. All these shorts. I took the short here also in ES also. See, right here. Right? I also took a short at 97 also. Right here. Right? None of them worked out. Fine. Who cares? But I followed the process and then I stopped trading, as per my rule. And if I would have waited it, then I could have gone long here and recovered all the money. I would have held it all the way up to this point, this area, because that was planned, right? If this guy's price reverse, it will go all the way to the top of the balance. Simple, that is the nature of the price. So, but anyway, so indirectly now I discuss all the trades also here, right? These were the shorts, valid shorts, did not work out. You had an opportunity to take profit. If you are a scalper, you can take a profit here, scale here, and then you can break even, right? So, and then you can see internals were consistently rising at that point, right? But internals are useless in this situation, right? This rising doesn't mean anything, because they were in a negative territory overall, right? And price was gap down, right? And it was going down. So up to this point, you have to favor sellers regardless of these things. After this, if price breaks out, yes, then internal matters, because then you have to see whether they are trending higher. If that is the case, you hold on to your longs pretty much, that's how you have to trade. So I think that pretty much covers it, entire day today. So I pretty much covered it, right? So morning shorts did not work out, then later on longs, and then that's pretty much it for today, nothing else. Now mbox video, I'm not gonna do it today because I'm running out of time. It's already 6 o'clock. And then also another reason is I did not get a chance to look at mbox today, but I'm sure it would be an easy setup today in mbox, because of this much buying. It would be easy signals in mbox. You will see mbox buying and X control dot everywhere. So it would have been, so even though if I was watching, it would confuse me not to take this short, because it will be showing you a lot of buying. So I prefer bias and my price action first, then utilize mbox. Personally I don't use it, but for members and other users for my YouTube channel, I provide the summary for mbox, right? But without even looking at it, I know it has to be a lot of buying in the mbox histogram, and X control dot, and it would be easy to spot this kind of day after price makes a move, But anyway, so and that be all for today.